How Robin Hood Met Maid Marian in Sherwood Forest. Some weeks passed after Alanadale's wedding. One bright morning Robin decided to go hunting. He walked among the trees with his longbow in his hand. He entered the valley and looked around carefully. He saw a deer just a step away from him. Suddenly a fast arrow flew from the other side of the valley and killed the deer. Then a little page quickly ran up to the dying animal. Robin looked at him attentively. "How dare you shoot the king's deer?" "Who are you?" asked Robin. "I will not tell you my name," answered the little page. "Then I have to teach you good manners," said Robin. "Come and fight with me then," said the little page. They started to fight angrily. Robin noticed that the page was a good fighter. Nevertheless, Robin did not fight with all his power. Soon the page became tired and started to beat Robin very lightly. "Can you tell me your name now?" asked Robin. "I am Richard Partington, the page of Queen Eleanor. I am looking for Robin Hood, the outlaw. I have a message from the Queen." "Do you know where I can find him?" said the little page. Robin Hood looked at the little page once again. "I know you now. You are Maid Marian. I did not recognize you in this costume." "I am Robin Hood," said Robin. Then they began to talk about their lives. They were walking to the camp slowly. She told him of his glory in London. The Queen wanted to see him and check his skill at the next tournament in London. "She asked me to find you and deliver her message. She sent her gold ring to you as a sign of her protection," said Maid Marian. Robin took the ring and kissed it loyally. He decided to go London and win the next tournament. Soon they reached the camp. Marian repeated her message from the Queen again. Everybody was happy to see her in Sherwood Forest. Robin and Marian talked and sang with the others by the fire. "4 men have to go with me. I choose Little John, Will Stutely, Will Scarlet, and Alanadale. So get ready, my men. Wear your best clothes and take your newest arrows," said Robin. The next morning was very sunny. Everybody was ready for the adventure. They reached London without trouble. Then they went to the palace and waited for the Queen. At that moment the king was away in another town to find his best bowman for the tournament. After some time the Queen came into the big hall. The Queen was surprised to see such brave and clean bowmen from Sherwood Forest. They knelt down before her slowly. "I am Robin Hood, your Majesty, and these men are my best bowmen. We will protect your honor at the tournament," said Robin. "You are welcome, Robin Hood," said the Queen. Then they drank and ate very well. The Queen told them of the coming tournament in details. After that Robin and his men told her about their funny adventures. And Alanadale sang many merry songs for the Queen. Chapter 7. How Outlaws Shot in the Tournament. The morning of the great tournament was warm and bright. Every citizen of London was awake and waited for the tournament. First came the king's bowmen, the best in all the land. After them came the bowmen of other lands. All the people were talking about their favorite bowmen. Suddenly the gate opened wide. King Henry entered the arena. There were many merry screams from the people. Queen Eleanor rode next to the king. Lords and ladies followed them. The king and the queen sat down on 2 thrones. Then the bowmen entered the arena. A minute later a messenger blew his trumpet and the tournament began. The first prize was a purse with 40 golden pounds, the second was a purse with 40 silver pennies, and the third was a silver trumpet. The king's bowmen started to shoot at the targets. Tepus, Clifton, and Gilbert shot all the targets and were the winners among the king's bowmen. The king was very pleased. "I will take your wager of 500 pounds. I found 5 men who can shoot against your bowmen," said the Queen to the king. "Very good. I want to see them," said the king. The crowd watched the bowmen attentively. And now Gilbert led the shooting. The messenger came forward again and blew for a final shooting. The king's best bowman had to shoot against the Queen's 5 men. Nobody knew who these 5 men were. At that moment the gate opened and 5 men entered the arena. 4 of them were in green. The 5th one was in a red suit. The 5 men came up to the queen respectfully. The king turned to the queen. "Who are these men?" asked the king. "The man in red is Robin Hood. The others are Little John, Will Stutely, Will Scarlet and Alanadale," answered the queen. "The outlaws from Sherwood Forest?" "Am I right?" asked the king. "Yes, my lord. But you promised your amnesty today. Do not forget your promise." "I will keep my promise," said the king. The crowd screamed, "Robin Hood and his men." Robin and his bowmen started to shoot against Gilbert, Tepus, and Clifton. All the people screamed and applauded loudly. There were 4 winners left in the last round: Robin Hood, Little John, Tepus, and Gilbert. Then Little John and Tepus failed. Robin and Gilbert were in the final round. Gilbert took his position and shot at the target. It was his best shot. But there was still a small place at the center of the target. Then Robin shot 3 times into the small place on the target. And his arrows were closer to the center than Gilbert's were. The king stood up in surprise. Then Robin took a very thin white arrow and shot it at the target again. Gilbert could not shoot at that thin arrow. It was too hard for him. Robin Hood won the tournament. The king stood up again. He was very angry. He did not say anything. He just went away. His sons and knights followed him. Then Robin Hood and his men went up to the queen. "You served me very well. The king is angry, but do not be afraid. He kept his promise. Take these prizes and my wager. You won them honestly. And swear to protect all the poor men and women," said the queen. "We swear," said the 5 men respectfully. Then the 5 men kissed the queen's hand and took their prizes. The crowd screamed with joy. Robin Hood and his men went away joyfully. That is how the great tournament ended. And every man tells this story to his son up until the present day.